I just feel like there's duality to everybody, there's layers to everybody, and to people like that as well. And I just wanted to show like the multifaceted personality that a fun girl has and the depth behind it, which is why the following record, My Bad, is showing like the emotions that she's going through. She may be outside having a good time, turning up with her girls, but she's actually really sad and she's really just escaping from this horrible heartbreak that she just experienced, you know? So people never really know what you got going on. And I want to show that there's layers to women that are like that.
Welcome back to another episode of The First Jams, where creativity, culture, community, and the come up collide. Today, our guest is a voice that's bold yet vulnerable, a storyteller whose sound lives between soulful confession and modern R&B. She began releasing music in 2021, transforming personal moments into art that resonates with listeners who see themselves in her lyrics. Over time, she's built a sound some compare to SZA or Summer Walker, but don't get it twisted because she's unmistakably her own sound. She's graced festival stages, opened for icons such as Miguel, Wale, Lucky Day, Erykah Badu, and Bobby Valentino, and has grown a loyal, independent following from the ground up. Miss Erykah Officer, welcome to the first gem.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. We're so excited. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, feeling blessed.
You look blessed. You're glowing over there. So before we dig in, what's something small but powerful in your day-to-day that's been fueling your creativity lately?
Mm, I would say journaling. I try to journal once a day. I don't always have the opportunity to write it out. Like sometimes I'll just go in my docs and like I'll just type away, but being able to like release whatever's on my mind that day helps me a lot more when I get in the studio or when I'm ready to write something. So yeah, I try to journal at least once a day.
Yeah, same. I'm on that way too.
Yeah,
Journaling
it's so
is therapeutic
yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I've been using that one line a day book that you let me know about, Kalaria, and I've been telling other people. So, Erica,
Really?
yeah, if you want to use it,
Come
it's
on.
like this book on Amazon and it's called One Line a Day. So you just jot down the simple thought every day.
I didn't know you use it. Wow, love that. Okay, so diving into our different segments, like we talked about earlier, we touch on culture, community, and the come up. So we want to get to know a little bit more about you, Erica, your culture, your origin story, and kind of just your creative DNA. So you shared that your mom is from Mexico,
Yes,
dad is Black American from Chicago.
correct.
Okay. And you were born in Orlando.
Yes.
So that's a pretty unique mix. How do you think those roots show up in your creative identity or your sense of self?
I would say my mom, being from Mexico, she's super hardworking. Like,
Mm.
she doesn't complain. She's always on the go. She's very like super duper productive in the sense where she has to be moving all the time. So I definitely get that from her. And then in terms of like the soul and like my musical background, I get that from my dad. My grandma was a singer. She sang in a choir, and that's actually how I got my start. Put me in her choir. And then I have a lot more relatives on the black side that was really into the music. So I have a good mix of both, I would say, in terms of like how I got my music to get going. Yeah.
I love that. And speaking of your grandmother and her being the one that got you into the gospel choir, what part of that early exposure do you think still lives in your music today?
A large part of it. A large part of it. People say like I sound like I have more soul than they would expect. Like when they meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're so bubbly and bright," but then you hear me sing, and it's like, "Whoa!" Like this is a whole different version of Erica we didn't know existed. So I like that shock factor, but it's definitely like ingrained in me, like being able to sing with choirs. I sang with choirs throughout my whole childhood, so it didn't just stop when I was a kid. I sang in middle school, in high school, in church choirs, so I kept that with me for sure.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like a lot of R&B artists get their start.
No, it's so cliche.
But no, that I feel like that's a good like story and way to start because in a way too it like gets you in front of people early on and you are able to express your voice at a young age and tap
Yeah.
into that.
I don't know what the formula is with church, but church breeds some really good, like singers, like
Mhm.
singer. Every time I run into somebody who can really sing and they say that they were singing in church, it just makes so much sense, like all the
Mhm.
time. Yes. And that probably is where like you got a lot of the soul from too.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure,
Yeah.
definitely, and the theatrics because some people
Yes,
they really want to,
yeah.
Yeah,
they like
for sure. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Black culture, art, and expression. A lot of that, those musical genres come from the church. So one of the greats.
Yeah.
So you call your sound genre bending. Were you always leaning towards blending styles, or is that something that you evolved as you started releasing your own music?
would say, yeah, it was like an evolutionary situation for me. Because I would say when you start out, you don't really know, like you can sing, but you don't know what your sound is. So in the beginning, I knew I had a voice that I wanted to use, but I just didn't really know how I wanted to use it. And then the more songs that I recorded, the stronger my voice got, the more I felt more comfortable in my alto, the more I felt more comfortable playing with my voice. Oh, I don't have to belt everything. Oh, I don't have to riff every single song so people know I can sing. Like I was able to play with my vocals a little bit more to make it more personable to the message that I was trying to get across versus like just trying to prove that I was musical, And so once I got into that pocket, I felt like I was creating a genre of my own. And I was like, okay, this is really dope. Now people can hear my song and be like, oh, that's Erykah versus like, that's just another girl singing, because she's singing all different types of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, wow. Okay. So even just thinking more about like you as a creative, have you always felt, I mean, obviously your grandmother encouraged your creative journey or kind of started it in a way, but have you always felt like you've been like supported from like your family and your community growing up, or have you had to kind of find a balance of like, oh, this is something that is creative and I like to express myself, but um there's like this sort of tension between like how am I going to survive or I'm surviving, but I also want to, create.
Yeah. No, I feel like that right now.
Really?
There's always been a kind of a blend of the two. Like, obviously, my family wants to support me. My parents want to support me. They want me to follow my dreams. But it's scary to like put yourself out there and to throw yourself into entertainment with no plan B. So, like, they wanted me to go to college, which I did, make sure that I got educated and that I had a good job, which I have. I'm actually a full-time marketing coordinator by day. I also do bartending, bottle service. Like I have a million and one jobs so that I can fund my creative ideas and my musical lifestyle. But it was a challenge because a lot of the times I just wanted to do it full throttle, but I heard them in the back of my head and it just like made me, okay, let me just make sure I have financial stability because I can't create under chaos. I'm not one of those artists. I need to make sure that I have a roof over my head and food on the table. So in a way, it helped. But
I totally resonate with that. Actually, I feel like all three of us can because we obviously all have jobs as well, or have like a more stable like situation to fund this podcast and like other things that we actually like want to do with our lives. So I do think too, there's sort of like this narrative of like if you have something else stable like a job, then people look at you like, oh, like, are you really serious? Like, you need to be homeless and then like have that whole
yeah,
you
you're not hungry
know,
enough for
story.
it.
Yeah,
Artists I've dated were like, just quit your job. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not where you're at right now, so I can't just quit my job. Are you gonna pay my bills?
thank
I don't think
you.
so. Okay, so yeah, it gets rough because I think you're not taking your craft as serious, but it's like I am. I'm not where you're at yet. I'm gonna get there though.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's so funny how like, you may hear from your family members, especially if they are just from different cultures and backgrounds, and they have this certain expectation of you, but when you really look at the root of it, it's really just about, like you said, like keeping yourself stable and making sure that you have some kind of plan. So like on one end it kind of sounds like, oh my gosh, y'all are hating, like you're being a hater, but in actuality it's really like, oh, you're actually right about just more so just having a foundation, but it doesn't have to always look like this one certain path. So I think it's really cool that you still stuck to your dreams, but you had the foresight to know that, hey, I need other things to be in motion to keep this going. Yeah.
For my own sanity, because I can't live
Yeah.
with them. I love them to death, but I need my own sanctuary, my own space at this age, you know.
Yeah, like thank you for sharing your like how your culture directly correlates to your work ethic and all of the things that you're doing to make your dreams happen. I know you have a recent song out called Fun Girl. So I just kind of want to dig into what a fun girl is to you, and also how is it perceived when people hear it? And do you think that they have it right?
Do I think they have it right? No. Which is why I wanted to drop a project with that title. It's something that I've been called for a long time. Like, oh, you're such a fun girl. You're always down to go out. Like, I'm the friend that will go get a tattoo with you on a random Tuesday. Like, I'm very adventurous, spontaneous, life of the party, high energy. But what people don't know about me is I'm actually extremely introverted. And like my social battery does die. And the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all later.
Yeah.
And when I tell people that, they're so shocked, but like, I just feel like there's duality to everybody, there's layers to everybody, and to people like that as well. And I just wanted to show like the multifaceted personality that a fun girl has and the depth behind it, which is why the following record, My Bad, is showing like the emotions that she's going through. She may be outside having a good time, turning up with her girls, but she's actually really sad and she's really just escaping from this horrible heartbreak that she just experienced, you know? So people never really know what you got going on. And I want to show that there's layers to women that are like that.
Yeah, I love that you touched on the layers, especially because I feel like right now in society, everyone feels like they need to put a label on everything. And while I don't think that that's inherently bad, because I think that helps us just be able to conceptualize like what we're feeling or what state of mind we are at whatever point we are in life. But I think when they're putting these labels, they're putting like one definition to it. And I love that you talked about us just being we have duality. We're not a monolith. Like we have so many aspects to us and it doesn't have to always just look like this. So I do want to ask about you talked about your following song, My Bad, and how that kind of reinforces just girls being human at the same time. So how does the music that you create reflect what you're currently going through, or or do you draw inspiration from other feelings and emotions that you've seen other people go through?
I have done that, but mostly I pull from my personal experiences. And I kind of do an extreme with it. Like I'm a bit of an extremist. So
Yeah.
like you'll see when I drop the videos for this record, like I would do things that I would never do in real life. For example, the cover art is graffiti all over a house. Like
Yeah.
obviously I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not doing that. Did it cross my mind when I found out how you was really doing me? Yeah.
Mhm.
But, you know, I just want to do things for people that like they think about doing those things, they dream about doing those things, but they know they never do them and they get to live vicariously through the artist that I am, you know, which I think is super cool.
I love that. I love that. Um, how do you know that? Because from what I've heard so far, a lot of your records are like melodic, vibey. How do you decide, let's say, okay, you have an emotion. How do you decide if it's going to be something that's more slowed down or is something that's going to be a little bit more hyped up? Is it the topic? Is it just how you're feeling? Is it what you feel like people need at the time? Or
It really just depends on my mood that day. Like I try to go off how I'm really feeling so it's authentic, you know? I don't want to ever like pull from a different place and then it doesn't feel real to me. I feel like it sounds a lot more like it sounds better when I'm coming from the heart. So, yeah, whatever mood I'm in, really. Unless I'm writing for somebody else, and it's a different story.
No, I'm just inspired. I'm trying to like think, Erica, like what's your process? Because in my head, I'm thinking about, if I want to write a diss track, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I go
Yep.
home, open up my diary and be like, what rhymes with bum do? Like, like what is your process of putting together a song or just like, based off of your mood?
It's actually so funny that you say that because I literally have told myself the reason why I go through so many traumatic experiences in relationships is so I can put it into the music for the people. That's what I've convinced myself. Like, oh yeah, God just made me one of his strong soldiers. That's all. Because like it's weird. After I go through something terrible, I get this like adrenaline rush and this feeling I know exactly what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna put it into a song. And I'm never more motivated than in those moments, which is crazy. But in terms of the process, it differs. I try to freestyle because I feel like, yeah, it just comes out better when I freestyle. I'll freestyle melodies first and then words. And then once I get like a hook or a verse or just even a few words, I'll start to journal and I'll type it all out and I'll take it from there.
Do the lyrics and the melody come before you get the beat, or the beat comes first? Like, I'm chicken and egg, like what
Beat,
typically
beat comes first.
beat comes
Like I'll
first?
have a concept, but I'm not gonna write lyrics without a beat because it might not correlate. The beat has to come first for me. Yeah. But I'll tell the producer like where my head's at so they know what we're cooking up, and they don't give me some house music when I'm trying to cry, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't
Do it
waste
big for the sad girls, you know?
time.
I love it. Like when I was listening to your songs, I don't know, have y'all seen that meme of it's like I think it's like a Bob's Burgers meme, and he is like he's just has headphones and he's like
Yeah,
vibing like that, or like when people do the little like sliding down the wall or
that's
whatever.
me.
That's definitely like I don't know. You make music for
Sexy
people like
sad girl music
that.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for letting us know about your creative process. Like,
Of course, yeah.
I think it's very, it takes a lot of courage and creativity to be able to like take you presently and put it into art. So that's beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, I mean, Erica, I feel like there's a lot to uncover here because it sounds like with you starting off as an independent artist before coming on to Revolt 440 for distribution partnership. Like, I want to know more about the process of, being an independent artist. What does that mean? Like, we talked a little bit about it, but like, we haven't landed there yet. Like, as an independent artist, when you're like interacting with your fans, letting them know of upcoming projects, trying to work with other artists, like, what has that been looking like for you?
Interacting with other fans is easy for me because like I like to connect with other people. I'm the friend that's like, let's all hang out at my house. Like I'm a community person. I like to bring people together. So I like doing stuff like that. I love talking to people after shows and like meeting new people that like my music and getting their insight on my sound and how it moved them. Like that's what I do it for. Like I love the connectivity of it in terms of like with fans. With other artists, it's difficult when you're independent and you're new because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of artists don't really care to work with you if it's not gonna benefit them, unless they're humble and they got, good heart. A lot of people it's like, okay, well, if it's not really gonna help me, she sounds good, but she might be my competition at the end of the day. So I don't know if I'm
Right.
stuck. So it can be tough, but luckily I have met a lot of people through CXR, my management team now. The other two artists on that management team, I've made songs with them and they've written for me and they've really helped me a lot. Like they've let me open up for them and it just like taught me how I need to be acting when I'm working with other people and when other people want to get help from me. Like it makes me want to do it in return. So yeah, I just try to find people that have similar energy and like big hearts like I do.
Yeah, spread the wealth. And that makes me think, I don't know if y'all are still on Twitter, X, whatever they call it now, but I saw this tweet and it was like people have to understand that the music business, like the word music and the word business are two separate things. So there's like the creative development, you as an artist producing art, and then there's that business side where things could start to look a little murky depending on who you work with, right? So, as you mentioned, now being signed with the management team, like how has that shift helped you? Or like what are some things that you've also noticed, indie to having a management team?
I'm the only girl, which is rough
Mm.
because it's a group of men and egos and they're grassroots as well. So we're all like, we got it out the mud and we all are so like hungry and we want to
Mm-hmm.
help. And they see the vision, but sometimes I be feeling like, damn, like I can only fight for myself for so long in here. So that's rough, but that's like the industry in general. Like, no matter what room I step in, 9 times out of 10, I'm one of the only women in the room. So if anything, like they just made my skin thicker and like they made me tougher and they've showed me like, okay, like if I can handle y'all, because they're from New York, I can handle anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's tough love too at the end of the day, and they're looking out for me. It's not like they're trying to, hinder me or anything like that. So that could be tough. But on the other side of it, I have a full support system. Like it's a large group of people that want to see me win. And so whenever I need anything, they're there. They're just a phone call away and they understand like the entertainment aspects so they can help me in a lot of other ways as well. Like when I'm having panic attacks and I'm nervous because I feel unprepared for a show or something like that. Like Miz will pray over me. Or if I need something quick, I can text Noah and he'll send over an agreement like super fast. I don't have to worry about like the admin things,
Yeah.
which is great because that's just additional stress that you're gonna put on yourself as an independent artist, feeling like you got to do everything under the sun. I still feel like that because I'm a
Mhm.
control freak and I'm
Yeah.
very type A, and they be telling me like, "We're here to help you." Hello,
Yeah.
they try to
Delegate.
pull me back down, which I appreciate because I need it. We all need help. It takes a village.
And shout out to good management too. That's always going to be a good booster.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, even on that note, when you look like to your left and your right, and now with Revolt 440, like, are there other artists in the pool that you're like, okay, I think we could work together. Let's put some magic together, something. Because you've been working with some heavy hitters already.
Appreciate that. All the time. Yeah, I'm always trying to work. I'm always down to collab. I'm always down to get in the studio with other people. Cause there's nothing like it. Like when you put two creatives in the room, it's like even better than one, in my opinion. So I
Yeah.
love bouncing ideas off of other artists. I love doing that.
Cool, cool. Okay, well, back to my bad, because yeah, my bad. But it's dropped. It's amazing. Like, tell us more about like what people can look forward to with this record, more to come. Like, just give us the one two.
Um, so this one, you're gonna feel the anger. You're gonna feel a little bit of pettiness because it's like the song is titled "My Bad," but like you said, it's like, "Oh my bad," like my bad. I thought she was the one.
Oh, that kind of my bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's, "Oh my bad. I thought you actually meant what you said when you told me that you loved me." Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Let's
hit
talk
it.
so
about it.
yeah, that's the whole concept around it. But I want people to be able to like belt to it and really be able to tap into whatever emotion they're feeling and like release with this one because it's one of those. It's one of those belty records.
Yeah, dope. Do you have a visualizer as well or come in?
I got a few. I got a few. Hopefully they go viral because they're
Mm.
They
crazy.
will.
You said it here, so it will.
Yeah, people
Right.
manifesting this pod. I say whenever people say things on this podcast, it comes
It
true.
happens. Ooh, I want
It,
$100 million.
Yeah, one step at a time. No, I'm kidding. No, you got it. You got it. You got the $100 million, and it's gonna go viral. You know,
Yay.
yeah,
it's anointed.
definitely.
This podcast is anointed.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
something else, but let me not.
well, I was gonna ask about the visualizers. So, like, obviously, production costs. So how does that work as an independent artist? Like, do you have to GoFundMe or like, do you come out of pocket with your job? Like, how does that, you know?
No, I have 3 jobs. That's how I afford it.
Period.
But I also try to be budget friendly. Like I'll work with the videographer and we'll work on a price together, or I'll think of things that I can like pull from my closet or pull from a thrift store, get off Amazon for the low, and I just use my mind to get real creative and I'll put something together that way. I don't try to like overspend and, hurt myself in the end. So,
I
I
love
just
it.
try
You're going about it just in such a like very smart way. I'm sure like with anybody probably had some mistakes along the way, but I'm very impressed with like just how intentional and thoughtful you are about like every move. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any desire to be a part of a like a large label, or at this point in time, like with the music industry, do you feel like independent is like the way to go, just to have more of that
Oh no,
creative
I'm not
control?
opposed to being with a label at all because
Mhm.
that's more money, more exposure, and that's really all I need right now. I feel like I have all the other boxes checked. So it's like if I can get a machine behind me, 100%, I would love that. Not opposed to that at all.
Any machine in particular? Oh, sorry, Anna.
I have a few in mind. I have a couple in mind.
Very
I don't
demure. We love it. We love it. We love it. Well, no, I have to ask this question because it's just in the name. But when you had mentioned working with Bobby Valentino, did y'all sing Mrs. Officer? Like, I just felt like the synergy would have been there. It's the perfect opportunity.
Okay, so I wanted to. I really did. I saw him backstage before he went on stage and I stopped him. And I was like, hey, oh my God, nice to meet you. I opened, he didn't get to see that part. But I was like, my last name was Officer. And I gave him the whole spiel. I was like, I'd love to sing that song with you. It's literally my theme song. It was my ringtone when I was growing up. Like, come on. But he was like, I'll come grab you. And then he didn't come grab me. So it was cool though. It's all love. We exchanged numbers and like we chatted out afterwards. He invited me to the studio and all that. So like it's all love. I think he might have just forgot. It might have just slipped his mind.
Well,
Yeah.
I think, if we need Mrs. Officer Part
Right.
2, the remix,
We still have to do a remake. Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
it's cute. I just wanted to know. I was like, this had to have happened.
The alignment. I had to say something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I know we're about to get into the gems in a bit, but what you've shared so far about your journey through music and what keeps you going, just share a little bit more about that. Like when you're having your periods of, in between projects or waiting for the next big break, like what are some of those things that keep you motivated and keep you going?
I guess it's just me being like passionate about it makes me want to keep going. Like, I don't know. It's just like the one thing in life that makes me the happiest. So I think about how it makes me feel. And then I remind myself that I only have one. And so I'm just like, okay, well, when I'm on my deathbed, do I want to have any regrets? Like, I just tell myself that. And that's what keeps me going and pushes me. And then I don't know, don't stop. I haven't stopped yet.
Period. That
Yeah.
mic drop.
we need artists like you, honestly.
Right.
I'm so tired of some of the other artists that we got in the mix right now. Like, we need substance, we need emotion, we need realness. Like, we need you, girl. So you gotta keep going at this point.
Yeah,
Got you.
echoing that.
Yeah. So even just moving forward with that, like we can expect your full album in 2026, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Spring, summer, autumn. I'm just kidding. Hopefully,
September, spring, 26.
spring, summer, autumn. I'm aiming for spring, but yeah, that's the goal.
Okay. And with that, do you have like, I don't know, something you're dreaming about when like building this next chapter with your album? Is there like a, vision you have for it?
Yeah. So I hope to be in LA next year, fingers crossed. And hopefully,
Like move to
yeah,
LA?
move to LA.
Okay.
It's been on my list for like a couple years now, but I'm a tourist, so I'll be moving at my own pace. And until I'm ready, I'm not doing it. If it makes sense, I'm not doing it. But it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So hopefully by then I'm in LA so I can network more and I can get into some label rooms and hopefully get a deal. That's the goal next
Any teasers for your upcoming project? Like even just what's the vibe?
year. Sure, I can give you a little insight. Um, so some of the songs are upbeat, definitely can dance to them. And then you're gonna have the duality of songs that you're gonna be able to like really get into your bag and like if you want to cry your eyes out, cry your eyes out. Play it in the dark in the shower with the candle lit. Like you're gonna get the best of both worlds. Is what I want to try to give the people. You know? Yeah. So a mix. Because I don't like listening to projects and every song to me low key sound the same. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Can
Yeah.
you give
Or
us
it's
a
like, okay,
storyline?
I was sad for two songs, but dang, come on, it's been like a whole
Right. Like time to
it's a,
amp it up. Give me some
yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
Motivate me at the
I
end.
love
Something.
it. I love
So
it.
I try to tell a story. Like with my last project, I did that. Like I tried to tell a story. So I want to do that with this one as well. Just want to play with sounds a little bit more, play with my voice a little bit more. Like I was explaining to you guys, my voice has grown a lot. So I want to showcase that. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about like or just wanted to kind of incorporate some like Mexican stuff, like I don't know, like sounds in there a little bit, or like infuse.
Yeah, no, I definitely have. I don't speak Spanish though, so like a little part of me is just like it hurts because I wish I could. Because if I could speak Spanish, I would make like a whole reggaeton album or like a
Yeah,
whole salsa album. But yeah, no, I definitely want to. I haven't yet, but I'm going to. Maybe I'll collab with a Spanish artist or something, and we can
Bad Bunny.
help.
I love like the cross-cultural projects. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
Might be my next one, girl. You might need to be on my team. Hold on, creative
Yeah,
director.
shoot, I work in marketing too. Love it.
Yes. Okay, so just going into our final gem. To someone who's listening, and they're building something from scratch, they got a job, they funded their creative career. Um, what would you want them to hold on to on their journey?
The first thing that came to mind was trust your gut because being independent, being young, being green, you're going to have a lot of different people giving you their opinions and trying to mold you and trying to put you in whatever direction they see. So you have to follow your heart, trust your gut. That's number one. Because there have been times where I listened to other people and then the song's out and like I regretted it. And I'm like, no, I should have went this route. And da, da. So as I grow, I'm learning like follow your heart, trust your gut, like no matter what. Because it's your vision, it's your voice. You're the talent at the end of the day.
Love that. And no one's gonna advocate harder for you than you. So,
Absolutely.
period. So where can
Save money.
uh-huh.
Need that, Try to
Save
save.
money?
Try to save, try to save, try to save. Because I
Yeah.
feel like being a corporate baddie and an artist is tough because you want to hang out with the girlies after work and you want to go out on the weekends and you want to do all the things, but like those girlies might just be corporate baddies and that's it. So they have the luxury to be able to live that lifestyle. But like sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Sometimes you got to say no. And if they're really your girlfriends, they'll be there when you get to where you want to go. So that's something that I have to tell myself all the time because I like to socialize, I like to go out, I like to hang, but like you got to stay focused if you want to get to where you're trying to go. So. Mhm.
That's facts. And the economy right now, child.
Right, that too. I
Like,
don't even gotta give y'all an excuse no
come
more.
over, we'll order some pizza and watch Netflix. 'Cause
Yes, ma'am.
Girl.
the gas, baby, the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for lending your gems and just walking us through your journey. I feel like I can speak for us all when we say we're always so inspired by these type of episodes and just seeing people just believe in themselves and just going 110% in that. Like, that's so inspiring. And I love that. And somebody listening to this is definitely, you might change their life and change their thought process on how they view their art. So, love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Being on this pod is inspiring too. Like seeing the cousins come together. People always talk, we're gonna have a podcast one day, but they never do it. So like y'all actually doing it is amazing. I love that for y'all.
Yeah, you are a new cousin. Come along.
No, hey.
Get in line. We have these rapid fire gems. I feel like we should do them. We'll start with the first one. What's a lyric of yours that still surprises you?
Oh, it's rapid fire. I gotta think fast. Uh, Does that make me toxic? Still gonna fuck on you even though you talk shit. Does that make me toxic? Probably toxic, because that song is crazy.
Pain Game is crazy. Okay. What's a song that you wish that you wrote?
Probably Confessions by Usher, but I'm not a man.
Right. But
That's
still.
She
favorites.
gotta confess.
Just the storytelling of it is
Yes.
so
You
iconic.
said 3 months pregnant and she keeping it. Like,
You shot left and right.
mhm. Confessions for real. Okay, dream collab, whether still living or someone who's passed.
Rihanna, even though I know she's not doing no music anytime soon.
You never know.
We don't know that.
You might be
We
the one.
never know. You're right.
Oh,
But that would be a dream.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Just because she's so fire and like she's
Very.
always been a trailblazer. I just want to be in her presence and work with her.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. I like this one. If your music had a scent, what would it smell like?
Hmm. Sandalwood.
Okay, I was thinking the same thing. That's so
Pink
crazy.
sandalwood.
Really?
It's a sexy scent. Like,
Like,
Oh.
be
yeah,
sweet, a little savage. Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, let's all pick up some sandalwood. I have a candle. Last question. One creative ritual or tool that you swear by.
Ritual, probably meditating. I try to meditate. I wouldn't say I do it like before every show, but like day of, I'll just take time to sit with myself, deep breaths, and like speak positivity into myself. So that's a little ritual I try to
I love that. She is spiritual aligned. I love it.
do. Listen, my name is not spare like Erykah Badu for nothing.
Right?
Do it.
Should do a whole segment on that.
Literally live up to your name.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Just to round it out, Erica, where can people go to stream My Bad when it comes out? Also tap into Fun Girl and just follow your journey.
Wherever you listen to music. So Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, Pandora, wherever. I'm
Okay.
everywhere.
TikTok? Can we
TikTok too. You make TikTok.
okay.
Ooh, yes, please make a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We gonna figure out a dance to to one.
Already got the dance right here. My bad.
Right.
That's the dance of the song. And then you just stare at the camera like this.
That's
I
hilarious.
love it.
Wow. I love this. Thank you so much.
Right? I love us.
Thank
Little
you.
Kiki with the girls.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We love this conversation. Like Tamina said, we always get inspired by people who look like us doing it. And you're out here doing it, girl. And we're here to support you in any way we can. If that means getting on the pod again once the single drops or once the album drops next year and figuring out ways to promote it, we got you, girl. So
I'd love to come back. And when I'm in LA, I'll hit y'all up.
oh, yes, for
Go
sure.
TikTok
Well,
or
Please
something.
do.
Yeah.
yes, yes. All right, until next time.